This angle look all right? You good?
Good, son.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm sitting here with my good buddy Nick over here. He's finally come to Oklahoma and we had a great weekend in Dallas, so I figured I would plug in some videos you guys could check out what we've been doing. Nick, you want to start out and tell them what we did down in Ardmore on last Thursday?
I missed the plane, but we made it in time to get there to help Philip Sayce and the gang set up for sound check.
Yeah.
It was cool, good to see my buddies, and it's good to take you along and get you to meet Philip and talk some tones and guitars. Yeah,
Super
and then
fun.
we just had some dinner. Then we did that live for like an hour or so in the truck while we were waiting.
Oh yeah.
And then we just watched Philip
We can edit that out.
just watched Philip just blow it up, and it was just it was great to see him.
Yeah, unbelievable player. It was my first time to see him in person, and just absolutely blown away. So I'm gonna actually put a clip in here so you guys can check it out. So yeah, if you guys would, go check out Philip. I'll link all his stuff down below. Friday, we actually drove to Dallas Thursday night, got in at like 3 in the morning, and then promptly woke up about 6 or 7. We went to the Dallas Guitar Show, checked out some really cool guitars, a lot of 59s that were there, surprisingly. Was there anything notable that you remembered at the show?
Jimmy Wallace had a great booth with a ton of maple neck Strats, a couple of custom color Strats I really liked. I saw, I had a 63 waiting for me there. If anybody follows my channel, they'll know that I'm looking for a backup guitar. And there was a 63 waiting for me there, but it wasn't really playing right. It was an all original guitar, but it needed frets and it needed a setup just to play the way it was, and it's tough to spend a lot of money when you can't even really play something and hear it. So, my own fault is I passed on a few guitars that I should have just bought because I walked around the show, and when I went back, they were gone. You know what I mean? That happened probably a half a dozen times with either an amp or a Telecaster or something like that. But, you win some, you lose some, and you live and learn. And I had a great time just being in a room with hundreds and hundreds of old Fenders and Gibsons, so that was pretty wild.
Yeah, we tried to make a deal on that REVERB, didn't work out. What else? There's a really cool 59 hardtail that was a single layer guard. Yeah,
single layer guard. So 59 was obviously the transitional year with Fender. They would go from the maple neck to mid-year. They started with the rosewood. Some of the first rosewood board 59 Strats still had the really bright 59. It still had the really bright burst that a 59 maple neck Strat would have, and it still retained a single layer pick guard. About June, July, they really started changing the guards over, and at first they had the 3-ply guard with the 8 screw, then they went with the 9 screw, and the rest has been cemented in history. But the really, really rare ones are the 59 rosewood board with a single layer guard.
Yeah.
And especially if you can find one in that chocolate brown, you really, really scored. But, that was something I had my eye on. There was one there, and me and Matt have always looked at those, and when we saw it, we both handled the guitar. Serial number was that the one that was close to ours?
I think it was like maybe 43,000.
Yeah,
or so.
It was a cool guitar, but again, it had some issues. It had a refret. I think the guitar was oversprayed. The guy, he was firm on his price, and personally for me, I passed on that as well. And that guitar was there till the last day, and I even had talked to him then. I asked him if there was any more, if he thought about it, and he said no, that's the price. So, again, you live, you learn. I'm still on the quest for another guitar, and I'm happy with this one, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so what else did we do? We talked to some really cool people at the show, and if you guys saw us there, please leave a comment. Really good young players, and that was awesome to see.
Yeah, really, really great. Thanks to everybody who came up and had something positive to say about watching the YouTube channel and they liked that. I thought that really meant a lot to me. Like, and it really made me say, like, well, you know, thanks, because it makes me want to do better now, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. It was Saturday morning. You played with Wes Jeans.
Yes. Yep.
And,
Wes invited me out to play. That was really nice.
Super cool. First time meeting Wes in person, and really genuine guy. We'll plug in a little video of you jamming up there with Wes. So how did you enjoy playing up there with him?
It was cool. At first, I plugged into a Super Reverb, and I just had, you know, a couple of pedals I threw in my suitcase and my guitar. I plugged into a Super Reverb, and you know, it sounded okay. We got it to sound good for sound check. And then when I got up there, I was playing. They had me plugged into a different amp. Wes plays really, really loud, which I love. The only difference was my monitor wasn't on, so I couldn't hear what I was playing. So I just basically listened to the kick drum, and you know, it's an old Keith Richards trick. And you know, we had fun, man. I mean, I listened to the video back and some of the stuff, and it sounded really good to me. So I'm happy with it. You know, it was a good time. Wes is a great dude, and you know, you can bet when he's up my way, you know, I'm gonna help him out in the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and hopefully I can too, because I'm only a few hours away. So Wes, if you ever need anything, man, just let me know. Happy to help you.
Yeah, and then we went and grabbed Philip Menace over at the gig when I played, him and the band. We left there from the gig with Wes. We went and got some food, and then we went to the Sweetwater stage. You had guys like, you know, Matt Schofield, Eric Johnson, Eric Gales, so many, Andy Timmons, so many amazing artists. And I'm not, you know, confirming or denying this, but I heard from multiple people, even performers, that was pretty intense. You know, his set was pretty intense, and I think, you know, it's been a long time since he's played in this area, and he gave everybody a great show. You know, I'm not saying it because he's my buddy. It's just that's what happened. Yeah,
I think everybody here in the Midwest and stuff doesn't get a whole lot of chances to see him, so that was, you know, really cool. Then Eric Johnson played, and I think that finished out the night. Oh yeah, then the final thing that we had to do was go see Stevie's grave, and it was a really special moment. I'd never been, Nick had never been, and it was something very, you know, powerful to go see and experience, and I'm grateful I did, but it definitely wasn't easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, tell them about the wind chime.
Yeah, so, you know, we showed up and we kind of paid our respects and everything, and it was kind of funny because the wind started blowing, you know, maybe it was just in our heads or whatever, but there were some wind chimes there on these two trees on either side, and they started doing their thing, and it was funny because, you know, we kind of noticed it, but then afterwards, when we talked to some people who had been before, they mentioned the same thing, so it was definitely an experience for sure.
Yeah, he's always been burnt in my brain forever, so I mean, to be that close to him was really heavy, you know what I mean?
100%. Just really topped off a, you know, really special weekend for me, so I think we're going to film some more videos for you guys, and I'm going to put all of Nick's links down below so you can go check him out. But stay tuned, because I think we're going to do maybe like a comparison video on our 59 Strats and maybe jam or something like that. But is there anything else you want to add?
Again, I just appreciate all the positivity, because it's real easy to be negative in this world, and everybody that recognized me or came up and said hello was so gracious and so kind. Yeah. And you know, it was really, really much needed and really appreciated. And you know, personally, you know, Philip is such a great friend, and in this weekend, you know, he brought me around a lot of people and introduced me to a lot of people. Just made me feel like, you know, one of the guys. It's always like that with him, and you know, we're really, really close. But between Eric Johnson, Eric Gales, Greg Cock, I got to talk to, and
yeah, that was cool.
You know, Tommy Katona was there, and Tommy obviously carries the Stevie tradition. And you know, you think about Tommy, somebody like Tommy, the pressure to play that stuff in the home state do it right, and the amount of hours to put a show together to make something so great. You know, he does the whole thing, but when I met him and we spoke about it, I could tell that it was coming right from his heart, and he meant every second of everything he did. So I mean, Tommy, hats off to you, and you know, like I said, when you're down my way, let's get together and you know, try to find some spots for you to play some gigs. I just thank everybody. You know, that's the best way to put it. Everybody was so kind. Even the young cats. You know, Carter.
Yeah.
Richard. There's Euphrates. Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
There was that other little guy, Asher. You know, you guys were just so kind. There was the two twins. You know, I mean, everybody was just so kind, and their parents as well. You know, thank you. That's all I can say. It's really, really grateful. I'm really grateful.
Yeah, me too. I echo all that. So yeah, we're gonna do some more videos. We're gonna be filming today, and we're actually gonna see JD tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, Simo tonight.
By the time you see this video, it's probably too late. But yeah, we're gonna see JD tonight at Tower Theater, so that should be cool.
Favorite in the neck pickup?
No, I use it on everything. I don't have a favorite, actually. I just use it when I feel like
So yeah, just stay tuned. I'll be posting more videos throughout the week. So appreciate you guys for listening, and we'll see you soon. All right. Peace. Cool.